I need to go over a futures trading disclosure. The content on this channel is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Futures trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You should carefully consider your financial situation and consult with a licensed financial professional before making any trading decisions. The creator of this channel is not responsible for any financial losses incurred from trading or investing based on the information provided. Trade at your own risk. Alrighty, so I'm just going to give an update. I'm in the markets live right now. So yesterday was kind of a bad day. I took a pretty big hit. As you can see, I was cash on hand 49,400, but I got this account back up to over 50,000. So my net P&L is $653. So that was account one, and this is account two. Same thing happened to that one. It got kind of hit kind of hard, and I will explain that a little bit later. But right now, I'm spread trading the ES and the YM, and there's a reason why, and I'll explain that in a later video. But account number three is up to 50,900. I just did a $100 profit on that. So I got that up to $900. I'm going to focus on this one because I got account one back up, and I'm going to focus on this one and try to get this one funded. But account two, as you can see, I'm in this trade and I'm shorting 12 micro ES and buying 16 micro YM. So I'm just going to see how this trade works out, and we'll see what it does. This, I'm going to go ahead and reset that and reset the X because it's 3 o'clock. I want to see what we can do with this account here, account number two, if we can't get at least like $200-300 profit. So I will be back a little bit later. I might leave one leg on if I can get some profits. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and leave one leg on right up to the close at 358. What happens? Now I wouldn't do this in this account that I just spent all day trying to get this up to back over 50,000. I'm not going to do it on that. I'll do it on this one. This is my trash account. Why is it my trash account? Well, because I got my ass handed to me yesterday. That's why. But you wake up and it's another day. In the Marine Corps, we had a saying: don't sweat the small shit, and everything is the small shit. So if you have a red day, who cares? Wake up the next morning, go at it again. We're just sitting here at $63 profit, just sitting here waiting. Now, this type of trading is not as sexy. Scalping. It can be slow at times and can be fast. What's really fun is trading the news with this and also trading the open. Other than that, after about 10 o'clock, it kind of slows down. And then you can get into some decent positions and just slowly grind out some profits. That's what I did for this account over here. Get it back over 50K. And we'll see what happens. Now, the reason I'm not trading the minis, I'm trading the micros, is because I wouldn't be able to put on, I mean, you're buying, I'm shorting 3 ES and buying 4 YM. I mean, with the minis, that's 7 contracts right there. You would only be able to put on 1 leg. That's it. If it's a good one, then yeah, it'll work out pretty good. What if it goes against you? You can't add to it. Um, it's just put on 1 leg. So let's say the spread here, let's say the spread's at 0.1 and you put on a leg and then let's say the spread goes to 0.2. Well, you can't add to it. I mean, what you could do is just wait for it to be 0.15, 0.2 spread and then trade it. Um, Also, make sure you subscribe because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building out a website because for my career, I was a software engineer. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building out a website and I'm going to be putting all that information on the website about how many contracts to buy, which ones to get in. I'm going to be throwing up a video on there and be like, hey, this is the ones that you should be trading. And also, I'm going to be putting up some Forex information about the correlation of which pairs are good to spread trade, things like that. Also, I'm going to be putting up educational videos and tutorials just on the website to teach people this because you can try and do this now. You can set up your charts and try to do this now, but there's some small little things that you might miss and you will end up blowing accounts or blowing up your own real money. So I'm going to be putting together a tutorial videos and teaching people how to do this. And I'm not going to be charging no $500, $800, $1,000 for the educational videos. It's just going to be a membership to the site. And it's not going to be no $100 a month or $200 a month. It'll probably be $25 a month. It'll just be there so you can get information of, hey, how many contracts do you buy of the ES and the YM, or how many contracts you buy of the ESNQ? You can go back and look at the educational videos, things like that. So I'm not sure, but I think it'll be like $25 a month. I don't need people. I don't need to charge people $500 for a course or $200 for a course to teach them this. There's not much information on YouTube about this. I was taught this type of trading from a hedge fund manager, and he managed traders. And of course, they did this in long-term time frame. And on my personal account, I do this on long-term time frame because I can hold into the close. I don't have to do all this BS rules that these prop firms put you through. And to be quite honest, those rules are designed for you to fail. They really are. So when you have your own personal money, if you have a trading plan, you can make money and you have your own personal money, your rules. Like my personal account. There was a broker that I went in and they didn't give me any margin relief. They told me I had to use a stop loss for trading the ES. And then I told the guy, I was like, hey, my money, my rules. He's like, well, this is what we have. You have to do it. And I was like, no, I don't. And I just went to another broker. I'm like, my money, my rules. That's all it is. Here, let's pay attention. Let's try and see what we can do. 340. So when I'm trading my personal account, I got one rule. No, it ain't like Top Step. My rule, don't lose all your friggin' money. That's the only rule I got. So let's open profit and loss, $70. I don't know. This thing might I might have to scale out of these at least one leg. I don't know. I'm hovering over here because this thing could shoot up to 150, $200 profit pretty quickly. It could shoot up $300, $500. 350 algorithm. I don't think it's going to spread apart so much that it blows the account. But then again, I don't know what my trailing drawdown. No, it's 2,500, but I don't know where I need to be at. It is what it is. $65. Got a few minutes. I'm not going to pause the video because I'll probably cut a lot of this out. People don't want to watch 10 minutes of watching paint dry and then watch 1 minute of me making a lot of money or 1 minute of getting my ass handed this account. That's what you're hanging around for. Like, is he going to make money or is he going to get his ass handed to him again? Look like where we're at. Oh, okay. Low here. All right. End period. Last stretch. What we're going to do, it kind of looks like a doji day. You got the open, you got the close, maybe the close is up here, who knows? It's somewhere around here, but then you got the high, the low, then you got the body. So that's kind of like a doji day. So more than likely, if we tomorrow overnight, if we're trading up and we break this high, we could go up here. But if we on the doji, we break that low right here, then we could possibly going down into this area for support. There's a lot of distribution up in here. So, of course, it's Friday. Who knows what's going to go back here. And I'm looking at 30 seconds on 12 hour. Our alarm went off to tell me that it's 3:45. We got 5 minutes to 350 algorithm. And I set a time for that because sometimes this is so slow of trading, I fall asleep at my desk. Close it all out. 76. 73. Switch to one contract. All right. Commission and fees is 17 bucks. 350 algorithm. ES at 6 and the YM is 4. So if the ES is at 6, I mean, got 2 positions. So I can buy back 2 of them. I'm at 1. 349. We have got 20 seconds. 350 algorithm going to kick in. It's going to happen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, I might have to cut that out. That was the wrong countdown. This is 30 seconds, and I thought we were for sure. And I was looking at the clock at 3:49. I thought for sure. I was like, how come it's not crazy? All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, I hit $100. I'm out on that one. Let's see what we can do. Open P&L is 54. What can we do? Can we do? I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to take a loser. That's for sure. Definitely not going to take a loser. 66. That would have been nice if I held all them contracts. But, you know, I just didn't want to take a chance. 68. It's best to just grind this account back up to good standing. That's all it is. 80. 6. Hit 100, that'd be nice. 351. Yeah. Look. That's not the lows because I cleared out the ticks and delta ticks. But 95, 91. Can we hit 100? 92. 98 and quarter. 104. I'm out. That's 352. So out's net P&L is 262. So as you can see, we're just selling off. Let's go over to the footprint chart and let's see what the ES, yeah. So we're just selling off. I wonder where the market's going to close. But let's see, we got this account. I mean, I started the morning of 49,446 and I traded it and got it up to 49,700. So that's good. And yesterday, I mean, if I would have copy traded these two accounts off of what I was doing with this one would have been back up pretty good as well. But I'm not copy trading. I think what I'm going to do is when I get a couple funded accounts, when I get some evals passed, what I'm going to do is when I'm trading one funded account, I'm going to copy trade onto like maybe 2 evals. And once I make money on that account for the day, let's say I make $200-300 on the funded account, then I'm just going to just shut it down and then probably pick one of the accounts, another account in my stack, and then I'm going to just trade that. So that's the plan. The main thing tomorrow is to get this 50,900. I need to get that up to between $100 to $300 more. Get it over 1,000. So that way I only have 2,000 hit for the profit. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Make sure you like it and subscribe. There's going to be more information coming in. I just wanted to show you some live trading. I know some people are like, oh, you're not making the money. This is a demo account. And actually, it is a demo account because it's an eval account. Maybe later on, I will show you my personal account. Maybe a couple days, I'll do some live trading with my personal account and show you what I do on that. Or what I actually should do is I should take maybe like $2,000 and actually of 2,000 real dollars and show you some Forex spread trading, or take $2,000 on the futures and take a $2,000 account of real money and let's see what we can do with that. Then I take $2,000 and double it. And how long would it take me to do it? We don't know. Maybe that'll be a pretty good series. Or we could do both of them. Take $2,000 of futures, do that one day on the series, and see if we can double the $2,000, and then take Forex, a $2,000 account on that with real money, and spread trade that and try to get that to $2,000 profit. And we'll see which one can make it first. Is it going to be the futures 2K account or the Forex 2K account? Who knows? But I just wanted to show you some live trading. And yesterday I got my butt handed to me. It was my mistake though. My mistake. I shouldn't have been trading the NQYM, but I have been trading it, and it's I've just been trading the NQ and then been treating the YM as like my stop loss or something. But I got to trade these the way I would my real account, and with real money, I just don't trade the NQ. I just don't do it. As you can see, this type of trading here, it doesn't matter if the market goes up or the market goes down. When the market was going up, you saw me, I was in the profit. And then as the market came back down, did not care. I don't care if the market goes up or down. What I do care about is the spread between the ES and the YM. That is what I do care about. I care about this right here. How big is that spread? That spread was 0.1%. Now, a lot of people will be like, that's 0.1%. That ain't much money. Well, okay. So let's say you put, let's say here you short 3 ES and you go long 4 YM, and then let's say it comes up into this area and you make $100. Is that good enough for you? Or if you got 4 legs on and you make $400, is that good enough for you? Or let's say it goes up there and you make 200 and you got 5 funded accounts and you make $1,000 in one day. Is that good enough for you? So that is what I'm looking at. So, and like right here, you could, when was it? It was 1524, so that was 324. Right here, what you could have done, wrong tool, right up in here, you could have short the ES, long the YM, and then as you saw me just take profits right down in here. So, I mean, you could have went in kind of heavy with like 4 legs and made yourself like $200-300. Who knows? Okay, I want to go over the reason why I'm not trading the NQ and the YM. So with spread trading, you have to get a notional value of the instrument that you're trading, and then you have one that you're going long and the other one you're going short. So once you get the notional values of those, what you need to do is you need to look at the difference of the notional value. Now, I have a program because I'm a software engineer for most of my life, and now I'm trading. So if I go here and I wrote a Go program, and what it does is that it grabs the price and then it tells me of the indexes, and then it tells me how many contracts I need to get in. So if you look here, it says the ESYM pair, and the ratio, the number 1 ratio says I want to, the best ratio, I want to buy, I want to do 3 ES, 4 YM. Whether you go long or short, you just need 3 ES and 4 YM. Because the ES value is at 86,325. That's 3 contracts. The YM value would be 85,572, 4 contracts. So the difference is $753. Now that's pretty good as far as the difference. You're not going to get it to the dollar amount like you can with Forex. And then I'll be showing you that later in the future. Now ratio number 2, you can do 6 ES and 8 YM. And then the ES and the YM value is 172, 170, 171. You want to do 6 contracts and then 8 contracts of the YM, but the difference, the notional value difference, is 1,506. But why would you do this when the difference for ratio number 1, which is the best, is 753? So also, if you want to do the ESNQ, whether you want to pair trade that, and the ratio number 1, there wasn't another good ratio that was under 2,000 difference. So what you would need to do is you would have to have 7 ES and 5 NQ. Now the ES value is 2001, 425 on 7 contracts. The NQ value is 2,790 on 5 contracts. You can go long or short on whichever one you want. It depends on how the market's trading. Now the difference is $635. That is really good. I like that. Now, granted, you have to be careful because the NQ is the most volatile index there is. If you look at the VIX, not the VIX, if you look at the volatility for the NQ, it's very high. So you have to be careful. And plus, when you're trading that amount of size for the micros, I mean, you're pretty close to just trading the minis. So you have to be careful with that. So the ES and the YM, the 3 and 4, that's pretty good. So the YM and the NQ pair, this is what I was trading. And no combinations found with difference less than $2,000. So I think the difference was 2,400. It was something like that. But the difference for the notional values was so high that I had to be directional with the NQ. And then I basically used the YM as a stop loss. Now, some days I was doing good. I'd make $1,000, and some days I'd lose maybe a couple hundred, but it was pretty good. Now, this one day here, if we look at this day right here, that was the 25th, I believe. Yeah. So this day right here, we opened up and we sold off. Now, I got my butt handed to me on this one because the spread for the NQYM was so heavy that right here, I thought we would bounce. So I went in, we sold off even more. So down in this area, we had some nice distribution up in here. And as you can see, we kind of grinded out right up in here. So I bought more thinking it would be good. And then we came down here, and then I think I put on another leg, and it was the two accounts. But the thing was that and it was my fault. If I would have flipped my bias to being short, I would have made like, I don't know, I think $1,500. And so instead of losing like $1,000. So, that's why I don't trade the NQYM anymore. And you're not going to see me trade it. Now, if in the future, if the YM and NQ get down to like 600, 800 difference on the notional values for the YM and NQ, that would be a great pair to trade. That would be awesome. Takes very little contracts to get there. That would be good. But that's why I'm not trading it anymore. And the reason I flipped to the ES and YM is because, as you saw in the video with me taking profits, and I believe I had a daily profit between 3 accounts was $1,200. That's why, but I went in like multiple positions. But that's why I'm trading the ES and YM, because spread trading, this is great because I don't have to be biased in the direction of the market. I just need to know when I should get in. And normally, if the spread from the ES and YM is like 0.1%, you can get in. And if it goes against you, and let's say it's 0.2, 0.3, you can add to the position, and it's like a dollar cost average, and Bullnox allows you to do that. And also Bullnox allows you to do this because you're doing it in one account. Now, what Bullnox does not allow you to do is like buy the ES in account 1 and then short the ES in account 2. They don't allow that type of trading. So that's why you're not going to see me trade the YM and NQ, because the notional value, the difference of it was just too much, and I had to be directional in the NQ. And I don't trade like that in my own personal account. My own personal account, I really only trade the ES and the YM, and I just grind out the dollars like you saw me do in the video earlier. So I just wanted to go over and explain what happened to me and why I lost that money is because of the YM and NQ. I had to be directional. Now, I was wrong. I thought we were going to get a bounce, but instead we just slammed down, and I got my butt handed to me. But today I made it up, and I got one account over 50,000 again, and I got the other account. I think I made, I don't know, $350 on that, something like that. That one account I made 347. So, and of course you got to take out commissions, but still I'm up for the day. I think I'm up over $1,000. So that's why I'm not going to be trading the Wyman NQ, and that's why I got my butt handed to me. So I just want to explain that to people when you're doing this type of trading. And I'm going to be putting some more education videos up. If you want to understand spread trading and notional value, go to the CME Group website and read up on it. They have all the information there. So make sure you like and subscribe. I will be doing some more live trading later.